All right, this demonstration is for Portfolio 2. All right, so we're going to go ahead and look at Portfolio 2. The way to get to portfolios is simply going into course content. And under course content, you see portfolios. And under portfolios, you'll see that there's a bunch of due dates and whatever. It doesn't make a difference. This could be for other classes or whatever, but it's the due dates be located here as well as under each of the due dates for what's in bolded in yellow. So here we have where the portfolio directions are in blue, the drop box is in black. So this is where you drop your portfolio. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to the instructions. So the instructions say, well, don't worry about that, check the box. Technology, create a spreadsheet based on the car payment calculations on blank, and that is right here, that's located right here. All right, you should be able to enter different values for the months, interest rate, and loan amount, and calculate the payment automatically. A template to help you get started can be found on the online resource for this lesson. You're going to disregard that statement because I'm going to tell you that it's not as effective and useful as what I'm going to share with you right now. So now it says do a web search for different ways to remember the order of operations and find one that you like. Warning, you may come across some that are not exactly family friendly. Now, the estimate calculator is right here. Now, I've been so generous in giving you this right here, which most of you probably wouldn't recognize as generous because you get so intimidated so quickly by this. But this is the golden formula that you need to make this happen right here. All right, everything in here is this right here, by the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and copy that. So I'll open up a snipping tool. And I'm going to go ahead and say new. And I'm going to do the spreadsheet. I don't need to do the calculator. So I hit that. And now I got my spreadsheet formula that I need. So now what I need to do is open up an Excel spreadsheet. So open up an Excel spreadsheet. And I want to go ahead and just right click and paste. Now I'm going to go ahead and broadcast this on the bottom of my sheet right here, and I'm going to duplicate that in just a second. So the things that they just mentioned is that I need the amount of the loan, the rate of the loan, the number of months of the loan, and what would be the payments per month based off that loan. Now that I have those, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to amount of money. I'm going to format this cell. And the format, you just right click on that cell block and hit format. Now, I don't know how it's different for Mac because I'm not using a Mac, but it is different. So you're going to have to get used to how to operate with a Mac. But we want to go ahead and do currency for this one. And we don't want to do it any more than just 0 decimal places. We don't want to have any decimal places. Now the rate, that's going to be a percentage. So we're going to go ahead and click on here and say right click format cell percentage and make that 0 decimal places on the percentage as well. And then months, we're not going to touch that. And payment is going to be a currency. So we're going to go ahead and format that as well. Go to currency. And this one we're going to leave at 2 decimal places. Now all of it's formatted. What I want to do is I want to copy this right here. So I want to go ahead and hit exactly what I see. I see an equal sign. I see two open parentheses, 0.03 / 12, close parentheses. Multiplication symbol is shift 8, 10,000, shift 8 again for multiplication again, open parenthesis, 1 plus 0.03 / 12, because that means division. And now I'm going to go ahead and close parenthesis. Shift 6 gives me the upside down caret, which is exponential level power, and hit open parenthesis, 36, close parenthesis, slash, open parenthesis, 1 plus 0.03 / 12, close parenthesis, upside down V, or shift 6 again, open parenthesis, 36, close parenthesis, minus 1, close parenthesis. If you did everything that was described to you verbally by myself right there and hit enter, you should get $290.81. Everybody should get that. All right? We're not going to leave it like that, but that's just the start of it. Now, what we want to do is the amount, if you notice, is $10,000. It's right there. So we're going to put 10,000 here. And because we made it a dollar amount, or format it to be currency, it puts the dollar sign and the comma in for us. The rate is 3%. You can see that by the 0 point, or the, well, it's 0.03. So we're going to go ahead and put 3% here. The months, we can notice, is 36 right here. So we're going to put 36 here. Now, what the thing is that if I change these numbers, let's say the 60 for the 36, the payment is not changing. All right. So what we want to do is make this so it's not a hard number, but a dynamic number. A hard number is also known as static because it stays the same. All right, dynamic is changing. So what we want to do is recognize that in our formula right here, we want that 10,000 to turn into cell block B1. So what we do is come up here, all right, and change it. Take that cell block and click on B1. And now it becomes B1 because that's where the $10,000 is. Likewise, 0.03, we're going to make it rate. So that's going to be B2. I'm only changing it according to what I see it, where I see it. So this one right here is also B2. This one, also B2. The 12s are going to stay the same. The 36, however, is going to change into B3. 36, B3. And now that I have that done, I hit enter. Notice I was pausing there so you can have an opportunity to really, really take a look at that. Now, it did not change at all. But wait a second. If I go up to here and I type in 60 now, look how my payments now changed to $179.69. That's because I changed from 3 years to 5 years. And what about if I didn't have good credit report? I'd maybe hit like a 12% rate. Look what would happen to the percentage amount of payment at that time. Look how much different that is. That's just because you have good credit or bad credit, basically. So everything that dictates the rate is about your credit history. How have you been with paying off your debts? So that's why we, again, promote that you be careful with your finances early in life. All right? And that is how you do this portfolio. But there's one last thing. They wanted us to go ahead and include something regarding to the order of operations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on here and type in order of operations. And I want to look at the images. And I see quite a few order of operations. All right. Now, there are a lot of resources that you can use and you can find it. I'm not going to dictate to you what you can use for your processing. All right. I'm just expecting that you follow those directions that they've set. So I'm going to choose one. I don't care. I'll choose this one. All right. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Okay. So I'm going to just go ahead and copy this one. So copy that one. And I'm going to come back into my document. I'm going to right click and paste it. All right, so then that fulfills what we were looking for. And now we can eliminate this and we can save it and submit it. Okay, so that's all that you have to do for this one.